CJ the champ, Dio the generational hater.
This is the second time we had to do this video.
Brandon wanted to go mess stuff up in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, because it was totally me. He said some wild stuff before, but anyway. So if you know one thing about us, you know that we love JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. You know, that's my favorite anime personally. You know, especially for like this generation of anime.
By far.
Yeah.
That's writing too.
So even though I get it, it was, you know, written early, but you get our point. So as soon as we saw this, CJ the Champ came out with a video called Dio the Generational Hater, there's no way that we couldn't actually watch this. So check out the channel for our other JoJo's reactions. We got more of those coming soon. We want to, you know, edit them all before we actually post them though.
Bro, nobody hated more than this man Dio.
He respected the family sometimes too, but that is some crazy ass hating stuff, especially in the first series with the whole Irena thing and the dog.
All right, I'm gonna say it better this time. Is it weird that Dio has another person's body?
Yeah, that's strange. He said something more explicit last time. We're just gonna jump into this.
Take a step, I dare you. So he tries to climb it, but he keeps on climbing the same stair over and over and over again.
Is that what that internet's like?
What's wrong? You on 400 ping or something?
Yeah.
While you struggle with your lag spikes,
before, that's terrible.
What does a ping even like stand for?
Not even sure what it stands for. You want a low ping though. You don't want a high. So you had like a 9 ping. They're like, hey, that's pretty good ping. So the fact that I said 400 is crazy.
What was the lowest you had?
I think one time it said like 6.
Damn.
But I don't know.
Can you have like horsepower back in your
Nobody
day?
remembers their ping 24/7, so I wouldn't know.
It is finally time to return to the round table of Black
Oh my god.
And our greatest challenger yet has finally
That's facts.
to be judged and to take his rightful seat at this sacred table of menaces. And it is none other than the greatest hater in anime history, Dio. The king of hating ass niggas. The pettiest of the petty. Probably one of the greatest ops of all time. This man is truly.
Bro, I'll give him credit though. He got the drip.
So, bro, I ain't even gonna waste no time with this one. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck, and it is finally time to observe the generational hater. So, without further ado, Exhibit A.
Hit his eye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now
Stole your
present
girl.
to you Exhibit A, Dio Brando. So to understand why this man has the most out-of-pocket hatred, we gotta go all the way back to 1880.
What was that time
started off in the churches. Man was playing chess for money, getting beat up in the bar, and living in this old-ass shack. So bro hella down bad. So his dad is dying, right?
Dad was
so
a terrible person.
Yeah.
Alright, listen here, boy. When I die, take this letter to the Joestar family. Now, you see, them niggas owe me a debt. I'll tell you, they some rich-ass motherfuckers, too. So you know what to do. Rob them niggas.
He sound like Uncle Ruckus.
Happy proud. So he died, so Dio's at the cemetery, and he's like, about damn time your old ass died. I ain't gonna lie, I f***ing hated you. You drove mama to die. You was a piece of shit. So you can eat a dick on the pussy. So later on, Dio pulls up to the Joestar mansion. So Jonathan's like, hi, my name's
Elbow
Jonathan.
straight to the face
this is my
immediately.
dog, Danny. So Dio's like, that's your dog? Yeah, isn't he great? Shit. The fuck your dog. Oh my god, bro. Somebody call Peter. This nigga just fucking needs the dog. Bro ain't even been here for a minute and he already starting shit. Look at him, bro. He already ready to scrap. So the dad come out and he like, yo, what are y'all doing? And Dio's like, oh, I am terribly sorry. That filthy animal was in my personal space. So George tells Jonathan, all right, listen, Dio's gonna be living here from now on.
His dad was a dumbass, too.
He welcomed a very terrible person.
Dio grabs his hand,
so he knew his dad was
elbows
terrible.
him in the chest. So he comes down and he's like, listen, little nigga, this is my house now. I run this bitch, so I want to hear shit from your little spoiled ass. I'm about to make your life hell. So as time goes on, as they start living together, Jonathan's having this boxing match. So the ref's like, hey, just to let you know, your opponent got changed. Huh? Yeah, you're gonna be fighting him.
Oh my god.
Round 1.
Oh my god. Traumatizing to everybody.
Trauma.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, he can't even hit him. And a beautiful body shot landed by Dio. And a beautiful right straight to the jaw.
Pressed a thumb in his eye and everything.
Yo, this man just washed him in front of his hometown. So after Dio humiliated Jonathan, Jonathan started talking to, Arena and everything. So this man Dio decided to do the pettiest shit. He pulls up on her and says, hey, you JoJo girl, he been looking a little happy lately, and I don't like that a bit. Oh my gosh, bro, this
Cancel.
man is so petty. He says, oh, you thought your first kiss was gonna be with JoJo? Nah, it was with me, nigga. So later on, Jonathan ends up running up on Dio, and bro's like, how dare you raise your voice at me? You should learn some respect.
Rightfully.
So he elbows him in the nose.
Never
bro's
forget.
like, yeah, stupid little nigga. You just made because I raised up your girl real good. But then Jonathan just started laying hit this man with the Dempsey roll. So Dio's like, oh, how dare you lay your hands on my beautiful face? Swear to God, I'm gonna shake your ass. But then George ends up stopping him. So Dio's
How did he not see that knife?
Because he's a fucking dumbass. I always hated his dad.
Take L's. So later on, the butler is walking outside and he's at the furnace and he sees this box. So he's like, oh, it's just a box. So he lights the furnace, but then something start banging. So then later on in the day, they having a funeral because the dog was in the furnace. Oh my God, bro, this man Dio put the dog in the furnace to burn him. Oh my God.
Just straight evil
So
shit.
couple of
It was
years
Rocky's
pass and
number
they
one
end up
thing.
becoming
Killing
friends.
animals.
Well, not really, because this man Dio is fake as hell. So George
He does display
Joestar
evil
has
pretty
gotten
well, so.
sick,
Yeah.
and he has a very bad cough. So the thing is, Dio has been giving this man medicine the whole time. But not his real medicine. This man has been poisoning him the entire time. And then Jonathan figured out, wait a minute. Didn't your dad have the same symptoms too? Oh my God, you killed your father. So then Dio's like, are you trying to press me right now? So he ends up swinging on Jonathan, but Jonathan just ate that John. Boy was like, bro, you best get to stepping out of my house. So he ends up throwing him off the balcony. So Jonathan's like, you a fake ass
I wonder
nigga.
how that didn't
And
knock
I'm
his ass
calling
out
this
Exactly.
So Dio ends up dipping, but he takes the stone mask. So later on, he out here drunk as hell. So he ends up running into these two dudes.
Oh, yeah.
So bro smacks him in the jaw. And he's like, this is a perfect time. Time to test out this stone mask. So he puts it on this dude and runs him into the other dude so it's
Now that I think about it, the fact that he
then
killed
the
him so
mask
easily
activates
says
Yeah.
a lot
the
about him
blood.
too.
And he done turned this man into a whole vampire. So the dude starts to choke him out, but that top of the morning end up getting his ass. So after
Get an
this,
alternate
Dio
universe with him
pulls
being the
back
main
up to the
vampire.
house.
Yeah.
So Jonathan runs
crazy.
up on him. He was like, yeah, I done figured out you've been poisoning my dad. So Dio's trying to plead his case. Then Speedwagon in the corner like, I don't trust that nigga with his old And then George is behind the curtains. So Dio's like, well, I ain't got nothing to lose now.
Zippy B gotta be the next part.
Yeah.
So he ends up stabbing George. And he's like, yes, it's Morbin Tom.
Oh
So
my
they end
God.
up shooting him, and Dio ends up going out the window. So about a minute later, while everybody thinking he dead, they're like, why is his body gone? And he rips this man's head
Bro, to this
clean off.
Day, that might be the most violent moment
Yeah.
in all of JoJo's. Like, they've had a lot of violent
So
moments. You
bro
don't see
just
heads
started
get ripped in half
fucking
too
everybody
much.
in the house. So then he goes over to fight Jonathan, but he ends up burning him. But obviously, that ain't do nothing. He just shrugged it off. And yo, look at this man walking up the wall like a Louis Vuitton model. What the f? Nigga said Kim K got shit on me. Look at Jonathan. He like, oh my God. His zestiness is too strong. So man's had to
Wait for
tackle
Jason
him
to start
all the
saying.
way
He
to
did.
the roof
What's he
and
zesty?
Yes, but he didn't know what it meant.
a spear so he could
And then
finally
now
burn the
finding out,
ass.
realizing what he said,
Obviously, that's not
his
it.
definition was still wrong.
So after this, Dio does a bunch of shenanigans. First off, this man turned Jack the Ripper into a vampire. So then he goes over and takes over this entire village, turned basically almost everybody
Kidnapped
into
some
zombies,
girls.
kidnapped this little boy's sister, stepped on this dog. What the f is that, bro? Like, honest to God. And then, oh boy, this is probably the worst thing this man ever did. So he got this lady and her baby up here. So she's like, please
I
just
just
spare
thought
my
about,
child. And Dio's like, bitch, please, who you think I is, your baby daddy? I ain't got time to take care of your damn kid. So he turns her into a zombie and makes her eat her baby.
Bro, they showed the shadow with like the tendons and shit getting
This is
ripped
probably
out.
the first time I've ever done this, but I don't care. Go ahead and sit down, bro. I'm done. This is the most demonic shit
Exhibit A.
I've ever seen. Besides when Boo faded niggas in heaven, this is what the actual Nah, bro, we ain't even done with Exhibit A, and I just had to
This
go
ain't
ahead
even
and
half of the
bro,
crap he's done.
I had to give this man a fast pass. He skipped a lot. Bro said, yeah, I'll spare him, all right. So after a bunch of traumatic-ass events, Jonathan finally pulls up on Dio, so he's like, wow, congratulations, you beat all of my sub-bosses. Tell me real quick, how's that Zeppeli pack hitting?
Damn. When you stop and think about it too,
you
you don't think about how many things Dio's done just by the end of
Yeah.
part 1.
He jumps up to kick him, but Dio grabs both of his legs and makes him do the splits. Then he freezes his entire body. Then he says, you know, men shouldn't do the splits, right? Because that's how you break your balls. Yo, bro shattered this man's body. So then Jonathan comes in and slices him in half with his sword. But Dio's like, you really thought that old bullshit was gonna work? Say psych right now. Let me tell you something right now. Yo, Hamon training is ass. You are ass. So then Dio jumps at him, but
Classic
Jonathan
shit,
hits
bro.
him
Yeah.
with this 1080 fucking punch. So Dio's like, impossible.
Gosh, you married a platypus!
And that's
So
just
some time
the first
passes.
part
So
of
Jonathan
Exhibit A.
and Arena end up getting married. So while they are on their honeymoon, Jonathan ends up seeing one of Dio's assistants. So he runs after him and they end up going to this casket. So bro opens the casket and he pulls Dio's
I wonder how
head
it would've
out of
went
the
if he didn't
casket.
follow him.
Then Dio
Yeah.
says,
Just like, fuck that.
Happy honeymoon, nigga. Hey, first off, I just want to give my congratulations, even though I did steal your girl's first kiss. Congratulations, my bad I couldn't make the wedding, but I knew I would have been your best man, right? Tell me something real quick. How my lips taste? So bro laser beams this man, turns everybody on this ship into zombies, and ends up jacking this man's body. And he rested at the bottom of the ocean for years, 1889 to 1983. So yeah, that was Exhibit A, and it's finally time to move on to Exhibit
And the
B.
fact
the
is, what
fuck?
the hell is with that picture?
All right, ladies.
The fact that there's more though.
I know.
Exhibit B, Dio. So after Dio came out of his casket, in
I feel bad for those guys that
1983,
just
this
fished
is
it
when he
out,
took
fished
it
out
to
thinking
the
they were getting
next
like treasure or
level. Bro was
something.
on his Kanye arc. Nigga dropped off his last name and said, "You will know me as capital D, capital I, capital O."
Fuck,
Man
what?
was going around beating cheeks, beat some cheeks, man. Jono beat some more cheeks, had 3 other ugly ass kids. With
Ah,
Jonathan
damn, bro, that was full on JoJo spoiler.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
drinking
nigga.
blood after he finished beating their cheeks. Then he ended up meeting.
No,
Gucci, his
whoa,
eight-man
wait a minute.
successor,
Wait,
passed
we're still in the
down
middle of part
genealogy
part
of
6. We
this
can't even
boy.
watch
I
that.
can
I did
stand
not
I thought
think
they
he was
was
gonna
gonna
go
be
that
fucking
far.
spoilers.
Bro, he never includes manga stuff in this.
At the beginning of Stardust
Can we
Crusade.
click?
You ain't even see
Can
his
we continue?
face till,
Yeah,
like,
look, it's too late
45
now.
Episodes later, everybody just had.
He just
stories
talked about a
of
little
me.
bit of extra stuff.
Abdul was like, yeah, I saw that nigga. I was walking.
I
up the
didn't know he
stairs,
met
and I saw
met
this
with
big
the dude in part
motherfucker.
6,
He
but I didn't know
was
anything
licking
about
his
it.
lips and shit. But I was like, hell no, I ain't into that freaky shit, you feel me? So I jumped out the window and I hit the dash, bro. I was stepping. Then they ran
Jono
into
got family.
Polnareff was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that nigga. Yo, he brainwashed me and shit. Mans took me into this room and he had the gypsy ball and shit. Nigga was like, I can tell your future. And he brainwashed this man Kakyoin too. But nah,
What?
it's what he did to Whole Horse. While Dio was reading a book, this man really tried to pull a gun on him. Then when he's about to shoot him, Dio's like, are you positive you want to pull that trigger?
Right
Then
there,
Rob
that's on
teleports
grounds.
right
No,
behind him. And he was
you
like,
fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how you pulled that gun out on me. We should do this more often. Dog had this man shaking in his boots.
I
So when
love
they
the
finally
drawing
get
style.
to Egypt
Loved
after
it.
facing all the sub bosses.
Both parts too, like part 1 through 3 and then 4
4
and up.
Yeah.
Dio. So Dio's like, wow, congratulations, y'all made it. I mean, you down 2 people, but congratulations. Hey, but I tell you this though, you walk up that step, you're dead. Take a step, I dare you. So he tries to climb it, but he keeps on climbing the same stair over and over.
When you think about the fact that he was a full-on troll,
Yeah.
he was probably just pausing time and then putting him back and then
Yeah.
coming back just to keep fucking with him.
I'm gonna sit in this chair that's conveniently here right over this staircase. So then everybody else finally ends up coming in. So Dio's like, the sunlight, I must retreat. So about a minute later, they climb this staircase and they see this casket. So Joseph's like, hey, ugly ass boy, open the casket. So he opens the casket and he sees himself in the casket.
It's terrifying.
So they like, oh shit, hey, jump. The fact that this man Dio.
Damn, it
put
just clicked to
this
me
man
that those
in a
other 3
casket
motherfuckers are
like
also
that.
Joestars.
Man's killed him in the blink of an
I wonder if they're
eye
villains
and
or not.
shoved him in
Don't
the
tell us.
casket just so he could give him a little scare. So they are running away, and Dio's like,
You're right.
Yes, the hunt begins. So later on, bro walking down the street, and he's like, I like this car. So Dog's like, hey, what you think you're doing, cuz? This car belongs to the senator. But he just breaks his arm and hops in the car.
You know, honestly, he got the best out of
looks
him and the
at
senator.
Yeah.
Rips out his 2 front teeth. And he says, looks like you got a date with the tooth fairy tonight. Now get your ass in the front seat and
Honestly,
drive.
your arm ever
So
moving
while
like
they
that
driving,
again,
they hit
you
a
gotta
traffic
get that
jam.
shit amputated,
So the
didn't
senator's like, yo, I can't drive. Then Dio says, you know the sidewalk's wide open, right? So he starts driving on the sidewalk, and Dio says, floor it. So he made this man run over all these people just to get out of a traffic jam. Jesus Christ. So he finally ends up catching up to him. So Kakyoin tries to use Emerald Splash on him.
At that point, you
but
probably
Dio
just
just
let him
looks
kill
at it
you.
and he's like,
Yeah.
wow, so pretty. Get that shit out my face. Then bro socks him. So while they keep on driving, he throws the senator through their car. So they end up dipping and going on top of the roof.
I love the
so Dio
usage
follows
too
him.
of like
So then
the
Kakyoin
stands
says,
and
Yeah.
that too flying
So it's
around.
like, "Ha-ha,
You never really
have
see them
you
use it
now?
to move
So
too much.
show me your standability. So Dio's like, I then
Bet.
witness true hatred. The ratio. So then Dio goes over to him and says, this is my standability. The ratio. I can stop
Between
time
him-
and ratio anybody in the amount of a mere second.
Part
In
5
just
and
a
part
blink of an
6,
eye,
or I don't know about
I
6
can freeze
fully,
your
but
account
yeah.
and gain hundreds, no, thousands of likes before you even gain 1. Now, I'm about to fist you.
Ah, nah, bruh.
And no pause. Because we're already paused. Resume.
I was saying between him, part 4 and part 5, some terrifying
So Joseph
things.
was
Yeah.
like, oh, nah.
Fucking
What's the best thing I know how to do?
gods
Hit
and
the
shit.
jets and get the stepping. So while he's chasing Joseph down, he ends up punching him off this roof.
Joe's
Well,
secret
sees
technique.
Jotaro, he's like, oh my God, my nigga, do not come any closer. So then Dio sees him and he's like, both of them at the same time. Time to end this mid-ass bloodline. The ratio!
On top of that, that's an anime
But then
time in
Dio
5
comes
seconds.
down
We all
and
know
just
that's not
starts
real life
walking
5
forward,
seconds. That's like 10 minutes.
Smacking cats, smacking people
Damn.
like they mannequins. And he's like, I could only used to give 1 L at a time, but now I can give 2. It'll eventually be 10 to 20 to thousands. So I leave you with my parting gift. And with that, ratio. So then he looks at Jotaro and he's like, you're next, little nigga. So Jotaro starts walking towards him. So he's like, so you're approaching me? You trying to fall off like your granddaddy,
This man had
nigga?
all the Black
He's
Air
like,
Force energy.
I gotta get closer to you so I can
At this
beat
point,
the
bro, he's
shit
murdered
out
so
your
many
ass.
people. It's like, bro, I don't even know if you want to call that Black Air Force energy. And I know that they've done that in every other anime, but damn.
Dio hits him with this nasty hook, and he's like, that's what I used to hit your granddaddy with back in the day. Now catch this ratio. So they keep on scrapping, so Jotaro ends up punching him into this jewelry store. So while he's knocked out, he gets up and looks at the lady. He's like, hey, make yourself useful and fetch
I'm
me my
surprised she
leg.
didn't run,
so
honestly.
she started to get scared, so
Long
he
time
said,
ago.
bitch, hurry the up and give me my goddamn leg. So he ends up killing her and taking her blood, and he's like, oh, we just getting started, you overgrown man-child. I hope you're ready for a knife party. So then bro ended up throwing all these knives at this man. Like, can somebody please tell me where this man was storing all of these
Right?
knives at? Like, for real, like, ain't no way that belt buckle handled all of those. So he ended up stabbing him. So while he's on the
Maybe he
ground,
stopped time to go get him.
Yeah,
I
probably.
guess I'll just kill him with this road sign. But then Polnareff comes from the top rope. Then
He was pro as fuck that
Yeah.
entire arc, the entire show, really. He kind of fucked up in the
then
first series,
cops
but
pull up,
first half, I
and
mean.
Dio's like, really?
Notice everybody was fucking jacked in this show.
Yeah, right?
The other cop
Think of even the cops are like
I need you to
6'4",
be
260.
Exactly, all muscle.
Right there. So he makes them shoot him. And yo, this man is so determined to make sure that he is dead. He is lying on the ground trying to hear a heart.
He knows not to underestimate the Joestars anymore.
Take a breath. But you know what? Just to make sure, I'm gonna chop off his head with this road sign. But Jotaro ended up cracking him upside the head. And he hit him so hard, he can't even move his legs. So he's like, no, I gotta go. So he ends up stopping time and hanging on to the back of his taxi. Then Jotaro ends up chasing him down and
I might have started laughing so hard I was crying at that point because it was so fucking random.
Yeah.
Him just be sitting inside the
You fool! You fell for my
sewer.
trap! Don't you remember this same street? So we ended up punching him to the street that Joseph's body is at. And he ends up taking all of his blood.
The fact that
to suck
CJ can
that
sum
man
up this
dry.
entire thing too. It's
And
like
now
bro
he's
summed up
awakened
like
it.
50 damn
And bro
episodes
is
at one
losing
time.
his mind. He's like, yes, this glorious power is even giving me green lipstick. Oh, I can't wait to give you a big.
That's such an
fat,
iconic design,
juicy
though.
Kiss. So they start scrapping again, and Dio is just starting to go off the deep end now.
That's more than pause.
This body is so juicy. Now run me my money, nigga. So Jotaro ends up going flying. So Dio's like, oh, Jojo, what do you think you're going?
He should be a fucking voice actor.
Right?
With this final attack, I will finally end your mid-ass bloodline for good. The ratio! So then he comes down and he's like, I'm about to create...
I got an idea for your ass.
1 L has passed. 2 L's have passed. 3 L's have passed. So we gotta be thinking, okay, yo, what is this man charging up? It's gotta be like a spirit bomb or a Sengun, a Getsuga, or I don't know, a Dragon Fist.
The animation was looking icy right there.
This
For
man
Bleach.
does the unthinkable. This man dropped a steamroller. He dropped a steamroller on him. Who in their right mind would think of this? Bro saying, I could end his life with anything right now.
He could have
You know
just
what I
like
wanna
tried to
do?
cut his head off or
I'm
something.
gonna
He decided to be
fly over the
super extra.
construction site, grab this
Where the fuck
big-ass
did-
steamroller, fly it all the way
I don't even
back,
know.
and slam it on this thing. What? That is just doing the most. So then he starts beating me. And for the longest time, for all these years, I thought, yo, he's beating the hell out of this with his fist. No, take a closer look. He is beating this with his elbows. He got some elbow action going on.
What the
with this
fuck?
shit. So then he's
I always thought he was
"It's
just
no
punching it."
use.
Nope.
You
Apparently not.
Alright!
It's a rat.
Every fucking video.
I finally done it. After all these long years. Ratio power! I have finally ratioed the entire fucking Joestar
Until he gets
family.
ratioed.
All you bitch ass niggas fell the off. My ratio power has now exceeded to 9 L's. But then Dio ends up realizing he can't move because Jotaro just stopped time. I was like, impossible. This is bullshit. So then he ends up kicking him off the steamroller. So then they end up having one final clash. But then Jotaro hit him with a counter ratio.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Then he says,
As
"You know,
far
man,
as
there's only one reason why you lost. You just simply pissed me off. Get off my family dick."
honestly, he needs to be on have his own entire
Yeah.
Black Air Force situation too, or video.
I mean, I could get
But-
into some of the stuff that happens
whoa,
in
whoa,
part
whoa.
6, but that would be getting into spoilers for anime only. So
You already did that, my guy.
But, yeah,
It's
bro,
cool,
this
though.
man is
You know, you
a
didn't go
menace.
too
This
far
is
into
a
it, I don't care.
demon incarnate. Man tormented this
They might have
man
also
for
said that at the
near
end. They might have
100
also said that
years.
at the end of part 6 to where they are too.
Oh,
Because
true.
we're also a couple episodes
And
behind, so
along
we
with
don't know.
dropping a steamroller on a nigga. No, pack your bags, bro. Pass this test with ease. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot to go to outro, so I'll just leave y'all with this.
What the fuck? That was so random. But anyway, like we were saying, that was, first off, damn good video as
That was
usual.
his best
CJ.
one. That was my favorite one.
Yeah. All right.
What
So
the fuck is that?
I don't even know. This screen's recording, so you guys might see what we're
You
talking
gotta
about.
zoom in on that
It's
shit.
Bottom left. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But I think that's that Glepnir show, whatever. the fuck
Yeah, I
it
know
was.
what it is, but I'm
But
like,
yeah, it's just the fact that that happened. So anyway, they might have actually announced part of that on part 6 because, like I said, he tries to avoid the manga spoilers
Yeah.
or whatever. We haven't seen the well, obviously the part that's coming out on September 1st, but we haven't seen like the last like 5 or 6 episodes in
Shit, we
part
better
6
fucking watch
for the
that
first
shit.
half that came out because we wanted to wait until the second half was about to be dropped because Netflix decided to be Netflix, you know. But
you sold.
Dio's definitely one of my favorite villains of all time, so I was really
Bro.
hyped when I saw this video come up. You know, it had to be done.
He gotta be the king of this fucking list.
That's facts. Between him, I feel like there's there's certain people obviously out there anime wise that can give him a run for his money because it depends on the things that they do.
Yeah.
But the reason why I would personally say that Dio might be like the king of this list is because of how early what he was doing was written. People tend to forget to take that into account, in my opinion, when they you know, hold these things as like competitions. And I'm like, bro, if most of Part 3 was written or wrote between like the mid 80s and the early 90s, I'm like, bro, most of the shit that's happening can be based off a lot of the stuff he's doing. Like, we already know JoJo serves as an inspiration for a lot of different shows, you know. I feel like the same thing with like Dragon Ball Z pretty heavily, you know. People always tend to compare it to shows nowadays, outside of Super, of course. But it's like, I mean, bro, the show's like 30 years old. The fact that you're comparing it to shows from like 2010 and 15 is crazy.
Bro, that whole list is fucked.
Yeah, bro, you got some crazy ass people. What I want next though is that Yami video. I see him all the way in the back, and I didn't see that on CJ's channel.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, bro, Yami Sukahiro.
That I can see that.
Especially the fight with like Dante and stuff like that in there. Because it's different. You know, you got villains that got black Air Force
literally
energy.
using black Air Force energy
completely.
as his power.
But then when it's like a good guy that's on that, it's like my favorite, you know? Somebody that just doesn't give a fuck the entire time, but is not crazy as fuck. And he also needs one for Aizen. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't think I need to say anything about that. It's Aizen. And anybody that hasn't seen Bleach, go watch Bleach because you'll understand what I mean. But so we're going to leave you guys off there. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button, check out the channel, you know, leave a comment, of course. Check out the channel because we do a bunch of anime reactions as well as gaming. We're going to be filming a couple gaming videos coming up soon too. And yeah, we think you guys will like some of it. So, you know, check that out, tell us what you think, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.